It was a quiet afternoon at Caillou's house. Mommy was in the kitchen preparing dinner. Daddy was reading the newspaper. Rosie was taking her nap. Caillou, however, was bored, the most dangerous state Caillou could be in. He wandered around the living room until he noticed the house phone sitting on the table. Caillou smiled. "Hey, I wonder what would happen if I called someone and said something funny," he thought. Without asking permission, Caillou picked up the phone and dialed a random number. A man answered. "Hello," Caillou giggled and said in a silly voice. "Your refrigerator is running. You better catch it." Then he laughed loudly and hung up. At first, Caillou thought it was hilarious. So he did it again. And again, different numbers. Different people. Some were confused. Some were scared. Some hung up immediately. Then Caillou dialed one last number. The call that changed everything. The man who answered this time did not laugh. "Oh," the man said, sounding tired. Caillou made rude noises, yelled nonsense, and insulted the man before hanging up. He laughed and put the phone down, feeling proud of himself. But what Caillou didn't know was that the man was furious. The man slammed his phone down and said, "That kid has crossed the line." He contacted the phone company, traced the call, and then called the police. The police arrive. About 30 minutes later, there was a loud knock at the door. Daddy opened it. Standing there were 2 police officers. "Good afternoon, sir," one officer said. "We received a report of repeated prank calls from this number." Daddy's face went pale. Mommy came out of the kitchen. Caillou froze. The officer looked down at Caillou and asked calmly, "Son, were you using the phone earlier?" Caillou tried to lie, but he couldn't. "Yes," he whispered. Mommy gasped, "Caillou." The officer explained how prank calls can scare people, waste emergency resources, and even be illegal. The angry man arrived shortly after and explained how upset and threatened he felt. Caillou started crying. "I'm sorry," he sobbed. "I didn't mean it." Daddy crossed his arms. "Caillou," he said sternly, "go to your room. Now, the punishment." After the police left with a warning, Mommy and Daddy sat Caillou down. Daddy spoke first. "Caillou, what you did was serious. You scared people and got the police involved." Mommy nodded. "We are extremely disappointed." Then Daddy said the words Caillou would never forget. "Caillou, you are grounded for 2 years." Caillou screamed. "What? 2 years?" "Yes," Daddy said firmly. And that's not all. Mommy brought out a massive stack of paper and several notebooks. "You will also write a 9,000-word apology letter to the strangers you prank called." Caillou's jaw dropped. 9,000 words. "Yes," Mommy said. "Every word will be checked. The rules." Caillou's punishment included no TV, no toys, no video games, no phone, no fun outings, extra chores every day, early bedtime, and worst of all, writing every Punktsingle. Daddy added, "If you complain, you add 500 more words." Caillou cried himself to sleep that night. The 9,000-word apology letter. Every morning after school, Caillou had to sit at the table with his notebooks. His hand cramped, his fingers hurt. He wasn't allowed to rush. The letter included a full explanation of what he did, why prank calling is wrong, how it can scare innocent people, how the man felt, how the police could have arrested him, a promise never to do it again, what responsibility means, what respect means, why he will think before acting. Some parts of the letter read like this: "I am deeply sorry for prank calling you. I understand now that my actions were wrong. I scared you, and that was not funny. I take full responsibility for what I did." Page after page, day after day, whenever Caillou sighed, Daddy said, "Keep writing." Whenever Caillou complained, Mommy said, "Add another paragraph." By the end, the letter was 9,000 words long. Mommy checked every sentence. "No spelling mistakes," she said. "No excuses." The end. When the letters were finally mailed, Caillou felt exhausted. He looked at the phone on the table and shuddered. "I will never prank call anyone again," he said quietly. Daddy nodded. "That's called learning a lesson." Mommy added, "And if this ever happens again." Daddy finished the sentence. Next time, It'll be 20,000 words. Caillou gulped. And from that day on, Caillou behaved responsibly. The end.